Good morning, and I hope you've been well, and this is part 68 of the Pokemon Rejuvenation V13.5 Let's Play, set mode, no items, so yeah. So before we do get into today's episode, I just want to let you guys know that this video is going to be more so a exploration kind of episode. We're not really going to get into any major side quests, but more so I want to capture a few Pokemon and do some certain events before we get on the train with Malia and Venom off to the new area. So yeah, if you more so watch this series to see the main story and all of that, this may not be the episode for you, but if you don't mind and you want to watch for whatever the reason may be, then we'll get into that now. So before we also get on into today's episode, I want to go over what I want to get done and just kind of give you guys an idea of what I have written out here. So I want to get all of the obtainable starters that are, of course, obtainable at this point of the game. I would like to get a Breloom, Clefable, Ditto with a question mark. I think I have enough badges to get a Ditto, but we'll see what happens with that. And then I want to get a Chansey. I know I brought it up before on an older episode on, I think, Terrajuma's arc when we got to Valor Shore, pulling up on Zeta and Gira. I didn't really want a Chansey. To be fair, I don't really want a Clefable either, since they're more stall Pokemon. I decided since we are going to be going to a new area soon, and we won't be able to come back to this area, it's probably better safe than sorry to grab them, since the difficulty definitely can pick up from that point, if that makes sense. So we'll grab those two. I would like to get the Wisp. A longtime viewer brought it up to me that you can collect the Wisp around, I think, Golden Leaf Town, and that's the new way to get ourselves a Spiritomb, so thanks for the info on that. I'll try to look around for most of the Wisp on my own during the episode, but if there's a few that I can't find, I'll probably refer to the guide to keep it simple, because I don't want to drag on this episode longer than it needs to be, but knowing me, it's probably going to be another lengthy episode of me running around all scattered. Next up, fossils. I do want to get the fossils from West Garden City, go on to Akua Town, and get those Pokemon. I would like to go up to the Valor Mountain, the top area. I believe we can talk to a guy next to a Rhydon. I think that's how you get the Protector to evolve Rhydon into Rhyperior. I might be mistaken on that, but we will check that out to see how that goes. Money, right, I kind of did that already on my own time, so we got quite a bit of money there. I will still go over the money strat in order to farm money pretty easily, but I do want to say this more so for new players to the game. I would highly advise that you play the game from start to finish without really looking at, like guides and using the money strat and using passwords and stuff like that. I'm a firm believer that your first playthrough should just be a plain playthrough and just you learn and experience everything. Of course, it's your playthrough. You can do whatever you want. If you don't want to listen to that, that's totally fine. You could do whatever you want, like I brought up before. But I do think it is very important and just overall a good idea to really get into the game for your first time on your own for the most part. Of course, to be fair, I've talked to a few viewers about it as well, that this game is very, very complex. There is a lot of mystery, lore, a lot of characters, there are difficult moments, and quests and events can be missable and hard to go through and understand. Like I brought up before, the series is to help out new and repeat players. I still feel like if you are new, at least give it a try, give it a fair shot. If you're still confused, you don't get it, like I brought up before, I am more than happy to help you if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, and I'm sure that there may be other people that are willing to help you as well. If you look up stuff on the Rejuvenation, or well, not the Rejuvenation website, but I think the Reborn site has a discussion page for Rejuvenation. They have a Discord and all of that as well, so there's definitely a lot of outlets that you can get your questions answered, but again, I do feel that new players should at least give it a fair shot before resorting towards that, but up to you, your choice. Cario, I do want to go to the Rift Dens to purify some of our Pokemon, and I do want to kind of like explain the whole mechanic with all of that, since I haven't really done that yet. And of course, like I brought it before, go to the Rift Dens, capture a few Pokemon there. Blue Apartment, if I'm not mistaken, you can get a Amulet coin by defeating the Colvier sister that lives within the apartment, so we will go on ahead and do that. 5 Fire, 5 Electric. We're going to capture 5 Fire Pokemon, 5 Electric Pokemon for the Magmarizer and the Electrolyzer, so we're going to go on ahead and do that. We're going to capture Elekid at Heliojack Island, Factory. Thank you to the longtime viewer that also gave me the information about the Wisp. I think he brought up the same thing, that Elekid is in the factory, so thank you again for that. We'll go on ahead and get that guy. And then Jenner at Aquamarine Cave. I actually learned that, well, a longtime viewer said there's an event at Aquamarine Cave. I did kind of look around just to see what it was and where it's at. And before I kind of like got into the battle, I noticed that it was for Jenner, so yeah. There's some things that I kind of like did just to make sure that I got correct, because I don't want to be super scattered this episode, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We're going to start with the starters first, with Piplup, since that one's going to be a little bit more of the more time-consuming one. We're going to want to go to Akiwa Town. Now, as I'm bringing this up and going on a little adventure, there is something that a longtime viewer brought up to me, and he was curious on my thoughts and feelings on the leaks that happened about, I want to say a week or two ago, if I'm not mistaken, probably a week, but I might be a little bit more late than that. I don't really remember. Oh, by the way, for Piplup, just to get some info real quick, I believe you need Surf, and honestly, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, as long as you have Surf, you're good to go. Now, let me... Right, okay. Oh, and before I get to that leak thing as well, I do know that there are some other quests that I can start, like the Lost Souls one. We're not gonna do that right now, mainly because it's a quest that you can start but cannot complete it in one go, and I kind of rather do that in one go, if that makes sense, so yeah. Now, by the way, I would recommend that you do read the sign here. Evergreen Forest, do not disturb the Pokemon here, though I know whoever is reading this right now will just disregard my words, so if you want to explore this area fully, you'll need Strength, Cut, Surf, and Rock Climb. Now, of course, we don't have all of that, but in order to get Piplup, you don't really need all of that. As long as you have Surf, you're good to go. And the reason you kind of want to read the sign is because of this little scene here. Oh dear, another trainer, this just won't do. What are you doing here? Can't you read the sign? Yeah, I read it. You read the sign? Prove it. Now, of course, if you did not read the sign, you won't get this little dialogue scene. You'll pretty much be proven wrong that you didn't actually read the sign, and she kind of like gets on you about that. But I think it still kind of plays out the same anyways, so yeah, I just prefer to read the sign. What's that? I said that trainers would ignore what I said and continue into the forest anyways. Wow, I guess you really did read the sign. Anyways, that's water under the bridge. Before you go, please come to my house. Will do. We'll go through this real quick and then I'll kind of go into my little rant about the leaks. Ah, the youth that finally follows old Nana's rules. You are a rarity. Cherish yourself, child. What is your business on Evergreen Island? Here to catch rare Pokemon? That always seems to be the case for you novice trainers. They all gather here to get a rare Pokemon they can't find anywhere else. Most of them never make it this far though, usually the cold becomes too much, but since you were able to make it this far, I'll let you in on a little secret. Deep within Evergreen Forest lies a secret and sacred spring. Legend says that it was once owned by a woman who could control ice with ease, but after the calamity, she disappeared, never to be seen again or heard from again. This spring is the last memento of her, though I doubt a younging like you would be too interested in that stuff. Fine then, I'll tell you something that may interest you even more. The spring itself would be useless to you by itself, but extremely rare Pokemon dwell there. Usually you'll find their young ones out in the open. However, they say that their leader, the Emperor, reveals itself to extremely powerful trainers. I see that twinkle in your eyes. That must mean that you are intrigued. In that case, please take this. The door to the spring will not open to anyone, only those who are connected to the original owner. This item I gave you will allow you to enter the spring at any time. If you happen to capture the Emperor, I may give you something nice. But if the Emperor does not appear to you, do not fret, become stronger, and come back later. I'm sure it'll reveal itself to you once you've returned with your proof of strength. Thank you, Nana. Okay. Now, of course, at this point with, whatchamacallit, 9 badges here, you will not be able to get the Emperor. I think you need, like, what is it, like 13 or 14 badges? It might be a little bit less than that, but at some point we'll get the Emperor. And if you are curious, it is a fully evolved Empoleon. So we'll go on ahead and battle you. Now, right, the leaks. Pretty wacky, pretty wild. Definitely was not expecting that kind of news, but hey, somebody did it. I guess the first thing that I'll get into are like the sprite stuff and whatnot. I looked on a thing on Reddit. I couldn't find, well, I saw all of these like headline stuff, and of course every guy and their mother was like, hey look, Typhlosion, Typhlosion, Typhlosion. Hey, did you hear about Typhlosion? That thing was everywhere. So I was like, okay, I get it. Typhlosion did some pretty wacky stuff. Or well, the writer made him do some pretty wacky things. But I want to know more about the other things. So I found a thing on Reddit that showed a lot of the, like, what's the word for it? I don't know if like beginner sprites is the word. There's a better word for it. I guess like the first take or first idea of the sprites. There's a better word for it that I'm not remembering right now. But man, there are some pretty wacky ones, and there's some that I kind of wish became true. I remember seeing one, it was like a peanut looking Pokemon, but when it fully evolved, it kind of looked similar to Breloom, and it honestly looked pretty neat. I remember like the original looks of like Noibat and a few other like Gen 6 Pokemon. What was it? There was this really wacky one that whatchamacallit, Metagross looked like some creepy tarantula, like gray looking thing. And yeah, man, like I can go on and on about all of that pretty wacky stuff, but I don't know, it's just it's cool though to kind of like see that kind of stuff. And honestly, I kind of wish that, you know, Nintendo themselves would like, oh, I don't know, I guess by the way, I would recommend capturing 2 Baneri. You will need a Lopunny in order to get Breloom. I'll kind of explain it once we kind of get to that point. It's pretty much going to be on this island, by the way, but we won't fully trade it this episode because Baneri needs friendship points in order to evolve, but I'll just explain it how to get yourself a Shroomish in a moment. And I know we're going to go after Piplup soon. I'm just doing a little bit of a exploring here for a moment. But yeah, like I just wish they, I don't know, it'd be neat to like see them like post some stuff like, oh hey, like here's like the rough drafts and our first like ideas on certain Pokemon before we actually, you know, polish it out and, you know, make it much more better. It honestly would be kind of cool to see that kind of stuff. And speaking on the sprite work and whatnot, there was a whatchamacallit. I seen some like, I don't know if it's like poster artwork or like game artwork and stuff like that, but I remember well, let me read this first. Something seems to be rustling in your bag. It seems to be Andrew's pendant. Now, if you do not have Andrew's pendant, I think the one that Nana gives you will still open the gate, if I'm not mistaken. But of course, we got Andrew's pendant during Chapter 3. And I would safely assume the pendant would have to be used down the road in the future. At least I would think so. If not, then I don't even know the point of it, honestly, if you can kind of already get one from Nana. But anyways, before I go, I cannot speak today. Before I go on, about the, whatchamacallit, the posters, here's how you get yourself a Piplup. Now, of course, I do want to go for a shiny for each starter. I might just come back here on my own time, honestly. And just kind of like re-roll for one. Let me do a couple more. Might get lucky. One more and then I'm done. Alright, no shiny. Alright. But yeah, pretty much, this is the area that, you can get yourself a Piplup, so yeah. Alright, but anyways, yeah, back to what I was like talking about though. I saw some of like, I know there's probably more that I missed out and didn't see, but I saw some for like, Hoenn and all of that. I think there was some for like Primal Groudon, Primal Kyogre within like the cave, underwater, and magma area. I seen one of like a Whalmer or two within like the ocean, and I think those were the only ones that I seen. As of now, there's probably more, but I'm really surprised I didn't go with those like posters. Like they were amazing, honestly. But I guess things do change with time and going through all sorts of people and whatnot, you know, giving it a green light or a red light, so I don't know. A lot of that was really pretty. But before I continue on that, for Shroomish, just to let you guys know real quick, it'll be this lady here. Now, of course, like I brought up before, you need to have a Lopunny. I believe it evolves by friendship points. I'll just kind of show the area again, since we're not only doing this as a Let's Play, but a guide for players as well. Baneri, all around here. I already captured 2 of them. I'm gonna have one just as a Pokemon to keep. Lopunny, to be honest, it's very underwhelming, but on the off chance that in the future you can get yourself the Mega Stone for Mega Lopunny, not a bad Pokemon at all. Very, very strong and very solid Mega Evolution. Is it fair to say top 10 best? More so like competitively. I would say, if not top 10, top 15, but it's definitely up there on one of the more better ones. I'd have to think about that though, because there are a lot of good Mega Evolutions. And I'm excluding Mega Ray, by the way. That thing is, it's something different, excluding that monster. Man, I don't know, I'd have to think about that. But anyways, right, go there, and then that's how you get yourself a, Baneri. Oof, sorry for the pause there, and I think I said Baneri on accident, but that's how you get Shroomish by trading a Lopunny. And again, it evolves by friendship points. Okay. Now, there are some other things within this area if you wish to explore it and whatnot. You can't really go through all of it and get, you know, pretty much everything without having the other HMs, so we'll come back here at a later point to do all of that. But, let's see here. Next up, let's go get ourselves a Totodile. Because I kind of want to stick to more so going for... No, don't do that. I was hitting the wrong button. I want to stick to more so getting the starters, but if some of the Pokemon that I want are along the way, we'll kind of grab them if I'm within the area. So, right, I think I was talking about the, oh, and, well, I'll explain it once we get there. Well, we're kind of already there. I'll get back to the Mega Evolution stuff in a moment. What is that? At nighttime, it's not quite nighttime here. Let me do this. Alright, sorry about that. I wanted to change it to nighttime. So again, you will need Surf in order to get yourself a Totodile. You can grab the Water Stone there. You will need a Gourmet Treat in order to get yourself a Totodile. If I'm not mistaken, you can run away and keep re-rolling, but it's going to cost you a Gourmet Treat every single time. Now, of course, I'm more so showing you guys where and how to get them, but I'm not going to capture them right now. Like I said before, I more so want to... Oh my goodness. Yeah, like, I want to show you, because I'm going to get the shinies of each one is what I'm trying to say. So, there's that there. Alright, so we'll go up to the lobby. And then, next up... Let's see... Cyndaquil Egg. Okay. You will need Magma Drift, if I'm not mistaken for this one. And we're going to want to head to Sheridan Village. And then as we're going over here, right, let's talk about Mega Evolution and all of that. I don't know. I don't know. I know let's talk about Mega Lopunny, but I guess we'll go on a different topic. It's kind of like a weird one for me, if anyone's curious on my favorite. Let me word it like this first. I am not a Gen 1, like, super fan. Kanto's cool, but it's definitely... How do I... If I had to choose my favorite gens, Oh, they changed it. I'm sorry. Well, do I even have any blast powder? Oh well. Oh well, I got 5. I don't even... I guess if you have blast powder, you can? Okay. Maybe we just got them along the way. Where they're located, I have no clue. But I'm sure there may be like a guide on the... Or somebody like tells you like locations on them. I know you can buy one in West Gearan City from the one lady with the cart. But I assume we've gotten some blast powder at some other points within the game. I just don't remember where, but again, you can look it up and I'm sure there'll be something on that. But yeah, whatchamacallit. I would say Gen 3, Gen 5, probably Gen 4 for my third favorite. Kalos would be 4th favorite. I would say 5th favorite, definitely Gen 2. Now, of course, when I say these in order, I love Gen 2 and 6 and 4. Like, I love them dearly. But, just saying, like, it's not like I hate, like, Gen 2 or anything like that, or any of the lesser ones. let's see, Gen 3, 5, 4, 6, 2 is 5th. What is there, 9 games total? Now I know I have not played Sword and Shield. Well, there's Legends Arceus too, or Scarlet. They're going to be much more lower in the list, but more so, I don't think it's fair for me to really have an opinion since I haven't, played them. So, yeah. I don't know. I might talk about my opinions on the newer games maybe on this episode a little bit later, but let's keep it simple. That would probably be my top 5. I forgot how I got on that conversation. But anyways, back to Mega Evolution. The best competitive one. I mean, but it just depends on the player, man. I mean, the first one that comes to mind, Salamence is a monster. But you look at like Gen 6 OU, Scizor was a menace, a great bulky offensive Pokemon. Mega Sableye ruined everyone's life with stall teams with, Quag, Chansey, Heatran, Skarm, Clefable. Don't get me started on Gothitelle, Amoonguss. There are a lot of wacky stall teams back in the day that I remember, battling when I used to be very competitive on Showdown when I was like a teen. I'm far from being a competitive person. And I guess, like, even to be fair, I've never really been a super competitive person. I definitely would say I'm more competitive when I was a teen than I am now, but I don't know. It's kind of difficult. Of course, like, whenever, like, I do a game and whatnot, I'm not really aiming to lose, but I just don't get mad whenever I lose. I don't get, like, what is it called, like, gamer rage, or just get really angry at, like, losing, and I don't know, I like to have fun with it, whether I win or lose. I like to have fun, I like to be goofy. There's times that, like, yeah, sure, I like to be a little bit more serious, but for the most part, I just play for fun. Win or lose, doesn't really matter to me. But, yeah, I don't know, I don't really think you can pick, like, a number one, well, besides Mega Ray, besides that monster. Well, I guess technically, yeah, you can give it that. Mega Ray would be the best. Case closed on that. Okay, so that's Totodile there. Or, sorry, Cyndaquil. Check for Piplup, Totodile, Cyndaquil, Chikorita. Okay. That one's gonna be on Route 2, if I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna want to take the train over. Now this one, I believe, is also a egg encounter, but you're gonna have to do a little bit of a scavenger hunt for this one. So let me save here. How I long to meet a worthy trainer. Oh dear, you've obtained 5 badges in a region like this even. Trainer, I would like to experience what it's like to raise a different Pokemon. Would you mind trading a wild Spinda for my Chikorita? Where can I find one? Oh well, I've seen one before, so I'll just check my Pokedex. It looks like Spinda can be found on Route 6 over on Terrajuma Island. Did you know they're said to have an almost infinite number of spotted patterns? Okay, so we're gonna head on over to Terrajuma to grab the Spinda. I forgot if it's a day or night encounter, but I guess we'll find out once we get to Route 6. Right, back to the leaks though, before I forget. I think the last thing I mentioned was the, oh, whatchamacallit, like the poster artworks. I guess another thing, speaking on, Mega Evolutions and stuff like that, Pokemon Z, and not only that, I think there was also leaks for, oh my goodness, like Gen 10 if I'm not mistaken. Now, I haven't really looked into the story stuff, honestly, for how Gen Z is gonna play out, or really anything with Gen 10. I kind of thought about looking into it, but I kind of decided not to for some reason. I might do so anyways, but I don't know yet. I don't know yet, because like I know I'm not going to play them anyways, but real quick, let me put 5. Mount Terajuma. Where's Route 6? Valor Mountain. So, okay. Let's go up here then. So maybe there's some grass up there. But, yeah, I know there were leaks on those. I don't have too much of an opinion or say on those. And plus, to be fair, I don't want to outright, like, look it up and say it, just in case if there are, you know, like, some people that are like, well, I don't really want to look at the leaks and see what's been, you know, leaked on the new game, so I guess to be fair on that, I'll probably keep that on the low end, just to be, safe, you know? Okay, so there is some grass here. Hopefully we'll find a Spinda soon, though. And then, of course, I guess I can get into the Typhlosion thing. Where do I even, like, begin with that thing? Like, I think there's, like, some other, like, weird story stuff as well. I might be mistaken on that, but of course the Typhlosion one is pretty much everywhere. I guess my, opinion on all of that is, yeah, it's just weird. I don't really have any other words besides, it's just weird. I've always been like a firm believer in life that as long as you're not like hurting yourself or hurting others, then you know you can do whatever you want with your life. But like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm certainly not a fan of what was written by whatever employee, you know, written out that whole thing, but yeah, I don't know, pretty wild, pretty weird, but yeah, I don't think I really need to drag it on any more than that, because yeah. Okay, it might be a daytime encounter. I think that's the second one we ran into. Let me take a look at the guide, just in case. Alright, sorry for the pause there. I changed my time to daytime. It appears to be a, well, there it is there. A morning and daytime encounter. Morning, I think I read it as, what, 10%, and then daytime is like 30 or 40%, a lot more higher, but you cannot find it at night. So we'll go on ahead and hopefully get this guy. There we go. I'm not gonna name you. Put you back in the PC, and we'll go on back on to Route 2, right? And then I guess other than that with the leaks, I think that's mainly what I've seen. There might be more to it, but yeah, I'm trying to remember. And I probably should have done maybe some more like digging and looking around on what's been leaked, but that's kind of like what I seen and noticed as I was kind of doing a little bit of research. But overall, it is pretty wacky to see all of that, and definitely wasn't expected, but to be fair, there are a lot of, oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. We gotta go to the train. But yeah, there's a lot of like incredibly smart people with like, you know, computers and whatnot, so yeah. Now of course, at this point, we'll kind of like stop there, not the video, but for this quest here. I will trade it to her at another point, because again, I'm pretty sure it's an egg, and I do want to get a shiny for every single starter, so that's pretty much how you get yourself a Chikorita. Next up is, let's see here. Oh, we were just by Valor. That's okay, that's okay. Since we're over here, we'll get Trico out of the way, and then we'll do Tepig. We're gonna go to Truck Guy over here, and Sheridan. This one is extremely easy. Just have Surf and Cut, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe you don't need Cut. I don't remember. Oops. There we go. Oh, no, you don't need Cut, but I think you need a gourmet treat for this little guy over there. So that's pretty much how you get yourself a Trico. Put a check mark there. Last two, Tepig, Chespin. Okay. So, I know they redid, well, yeah, hold up. Since we're over here, we're not going to get Chespin as well. Well, pretty much I'm going to describe how you get it. Because again, I want a shiny for every single one. Since we're over here, where's this home again? Oh, down here. What am I... Well, real quick, dumb question. Right, that starts that. I don't want to do that right now. Okay, yeah, Sobble doesn't appear there yet. I just wanted to double check. So if I'm not mistaken, Chespin... I think it requires... It's like 10, 12, or 14,000 red essence, if I'm not mistaken. So, pretty much to go over that, you can pretty much buy like fragments from him. And then there are some other things like scents if you want. I forgot exactly what the scents do. I don't know if they track like different Pokemon in the Rift Dens or not, but those are available there. And then of course Red Essence here. And then for Red Essence, you can whatchamacallit, like get yourself some crests here, like the bike voucher, Noctowl, etc, etc. And I don't think we have 5,000. Yeah, we don't have enough yet. And then if you want to check how many Red Essence you have, you can pretty much go to the... Oh goodness, what is it again? Gather Cube. So we have 2,000. Okay. And then pretty much once you buy some Rift Fragments, you can go on to the little swirly part there. Throw in that, and then you just battle them. Now of course if you get it below a I think like below the shield, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see here. Yeah, now you can capture it. I do appreciate that they decided to change this whole mechanic, because like back then on V13, what was that again? It was pretty wacky. You had to get it below like 20, like 25, 20%, something like that. And oh my god, trying to capture, like in the future, this is how you pretty much get yourself a Beldum. Not here, but a different area. I think actually at the wetlands or Genobi Pass. No, was it Genobi Pass? I don't remember. But wherever the Heliojack Island, that's what it's called. That's how you get it. Of course, it's a way later encounter that you can't get at this point. But with the moveset that Beldam had, and trying to get it below 25%, and just trying to capture it, it was so tedious and so unnecessary. So I'm glad that they changed that. That is a very positive change. But yeah, as you saw there, once you capture one, I believe we got 250 sorry, 1,000 apparently. Back then it used to be very like short or very little. Now if you hit no, okay, you get 500. So maybe they upped it up a little bit. Or maybe it depends on the Pokemon. I don't remember. But yeah, that's pretty much I didn't mean to select that. But that's pretty much how you get all of that good stuff there. Now, speaking on... Oh, no. I'm sorry. The scents. I remember now. If you buy them, you can pretty much purify your Pokemon, if I'm not mistaken. Let me take a look here. I think that's what the scents do. I think it'd be under medicine, right? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, and then use your last one. Right. By doing that, you can go to, oh goodness, Sheridan Village. I'll just show it in a moment. I'm not gonna do every single Pokemon here. I'll do it all on my own time, but I do want to give a instruction on all of that, since we're kind of already in the area. I believe here. I believe I can fly. Let me stop being cringe. Okay. Go here. And there you go. And then of course, all of them are gonna have 52 and all of their stats regardless. Of course, I think there's like berries and whatnot that lower the EVs and whatnot, and then there's another point later within the game that you can max out 252, and of course like add on 6 more IVs if you wish to do so down the road, but we're far from that point now. But yeah, that's pretty much how you purify them if you wish to use them. I'll keep these guys there, bring you back. Right, spin us there. I'll just keep you there. Okay. So I think I'd gone over Chespin. I should probably look that up. I think it's like 10,000, or I don't know if you have to spend 10,000 or... Let me look here, because I want to make sure I get it right. Chessband event. I almost want to say it's like 10,000 or something of the sort in order to get it. I'm almost certain on that. Now, of course, I will be farming red essence on my own time, and I'll be purifying everything. I'll be capturing different Pokemon around the different rift dens. There's so many different areas around, you know, Route 4, so yeah, if I did that all on video, it would just be a lot. It would just be a lot, so we won't be doing that there. But there is one that I do want to show, and I think with 8 or 9 badges you're able to get this guy, and that's a Ditto. So if you do want to get a Ditto for breeding purposes more so, or just to use it as a transform Pokemon, because, well, it's a very solid Pokemon overall. I've personally never really used Ditto competitively, but I understand why it can be good. More so, I think the main set for it is what, like Scarf Ditto, if I'm not mistaken, but yeah. Now, let me save here. Alright, sorry for the pause there. We'll clear the den. It is gonna be a little bit more of a rare encounter if I'm not mistaken. The light will turn... Oh, Abra's not a bad Pokemon. I'll wait for now. I'm gonna be going to these rift dens anyways to get different Pokemon, so... it'll show up blue if I'm not mistaken when Ditto appears. But it might take... I didn't mean to do that. Oh, can't even... Okay, that's fine. That is fine. And of course, Stoutland isn't a bad Pokemon either, but I'm not going to worry about capturing them. I kind of want to at least show... There we go, okay. Yeah, it's just going to be a little bit more of a... like a rare encounter. So we'll go for Sky Uppercut here. Okay. And then I'm just gonna... yeah, I'll go into Sonar. Yeah, looking at the time, it looks like this is definitely gonna be over an hour. That's okay. I really would like to get everything done on the list this episode, so next episode we can get into the story. Because I know it's another thing that was brought up, that there's a very, 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 very high chance that this series will not be completed before V14's release. And I definitely believe that to be so. It would be kinda nice to have the series done before that point, but I don't have a lot of high hopes for that, honestly. So yeah. But we'll see. And of course, in the event that is the case, not a problem. We'll go back to the original V12 series that I started many years ago, and we'll continue on with that. Okay. And of course, like, this wasn't ever going to replace that series to begin with, but yeah. Looks like I need to get a new pen. There we go. So we got Ditto there. I explained Chespin, Trico, right, Tepig. Well, let me see. Clefable. Since we're already kind of within this area, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Oh, wrong area. But yeah, there's all sorts of rift dens around this area, around the north, south, east, west area. Definitely take a look around here. Farm some red essence, get some of the crest. Why not? They'll definitely be useful. Okay, so where are you? Route 3 question mark? Now I don't remember if I... Do I have a Pokemon with Flash? Or well, in general, do I have Flash? Yeah, I do. Okay. I think you get Flash at the casino within Eastern City. I think. Put you... Oops. You don't get Flash. You might though. Let me take a peek. You do not, surprisingly. Do you? Oh, you already have. Oh, so that is my flash Pokemon. Okay. No, not there. Where was it again? I think down. I guess at a. Or no, hold up. Oh, it automatically. Okay. Ability capsule. I'll get some of the rocks maybe later. Z-cell. I think it was. No. That's for the. Well. Was it this area that. I don't remember. I don't think it was, though. Maybe you can't get a Clefable at this point. This is where the Poliwag is. Right, here it is. No, we can. Okay. Whatchamacallit. Grab that. You can see the moon's reflection in the pool of water at night. I hear certain Pokemon only appear here on Saturdays. The view is absolutely divine. Oh, so only Saturday. Okay. I'm gonna change my date and time to nighttime and Saturday. I'll see you guys in a moment. Alrighty, so I changed my time and all of that to Saturday at midnight. So you can kind of see the full moon there. And I'm pretty sure that you just kind of like run around in the grass and there you go. I'm trying to think though. I don't really want to, but I might capture 2 of them. Soul Rock. Minior's not a bad Pokemon. Okay, yeah, why not? Of course I'm gonna run out of Ultra Balls, but that's okay. I don't know, I never really used a Minior before, honestly. Not a bad Pokemon. If I can capture you. Please. Stay. Nope. Man, I got this guy, but I just don't think he can really take a hit. I might. Oh, well. Well. No Minior today. Okay, I'm not gonna capture 2 Clefables. One's plenty. We don't need to. I don't know, I kinda want to, though. Yeah, why not? Why not? More so, the reason why I want to, you don't need to if you don't want to. I just kind of want it more so for, like 2 different, like, EV spreads. Like, maybe one, defensive and one specially defensive. Might get a little wacky, do, like, a special attacking one. Maybe. We'll see. Okay. I don't even know what the name is, but I'll think it's something down the line. Okay. But yeah, you can capture all sorts of Pokemon around here if you wish to do so. Oh, let me talk to the lady here. Cool. Okay, so let's Clefable out of the way. Chansey, Tepig. Okay. 2 more for the encounters. Now, like I brought up before, I probably could get a Poliwag by doing the Poliwag quest. I just don't want to do that right now. Similar to the Lost Souls that it's a quest that could be done within a quest. Um, and I kind of rather do it once we do that other quest, but that's a long while down the road. So yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go to Valor Mountain next. So we're gonna go on the boat to Terrajuma. Trying to think of what else to bring up as well. Right, I guess I brought up earlier about not really getting into like the new Pokemon games and whatnot. I guess that's something I can talk about a little more. Now, when I say this, I want to say it in the sense that I don't really mind nor care, you know, what people like and whatnot. Well, I'm not saying like I don't care what you like and whatnot, but more so like if you enjoy something that maybe I don't or other people don't, then like that's totally like okay and fine. Like I'm not gonna be, or I think most people should be fine with having, you know, differences on like opinions. Well, I like red, or I like blue, or I like purple, instead of, you know, well, you like red, ew, disgusting, block. And like I just think that kind of mentality is just silly and ridiculous, honestly. That's a much more better way to word it than what I said earlier. But you know, like I said before, as long as you enjoy something that isn't harming yourself and harming others, then again, whatever floats your boat, man. Like, have fun with it. I just, I, it's not only because I don't really see myself enjoying the newer games. It's also some other things as well. Oh, weird. Chansey's not here. Did I capture one? Maybe I battled it and it doesn't respawn. Nah, whatever. Okay. This, back then, there was a Chansey here. Maybe it's like a random time that this happens? I don't know, but back then there used to be a Chansey here. I'll mark it as a check mark, but let me look at the thing real quick. Alright, yeah, I looked at it. I guess I did defeat it, and it didn't really respawn. Okay, but if you do see it, do capture it. Don't do what I did. That's okay. I didn't really want to use Chansey anyways. But right, back to trying to better explain... Huh? Oh, okay. I see. Better explain what I was like going on before. So, pretty much, I just have a hard time with like giving, and this may be a very boomer take, and it is. I won't lie about that. It's a very boomer take, but I just have a hard time supporting a company that goes after the small guy without any sort of care and whatnot. Of course, I understand all business does that. I get it. But there just comes a point that... by the way, here's Tepig. Let me capture this guy first. You will need, like, I think 3 or 4 of them. But yeah, well, real quick, I'll leave it at that. That's how you get Tepig. Because again, I'm gonna go for the shiny of this guy. We'll go back down here. But anyways, I just have a hard time, like, supporting that with Nintendo. More so going off of the idea of them, like, going after, you know, like, fan-made game projects. I think there was some other, like, events that they were, like, going after, like, tournament stuff, if I'm not mistaken, in the past. I remember... Oh, goodness. Like, even, like, YouTubers, there was, like, a whole thing of people getting, like, copyright strike and whatnot, and it's just ridiculous. It is the most, in the most kind way that I can say it, the most dumb thing that some company can do. You're talking about a company that is... I'm not trying to rant, I'm not trying to sound, like, stupid, but, like, I don't know, like, I just get upset about these kind of things, because it's like, You're going after people that love your franchise. They love you. They love your games, and yet it's like, oh hey, look, I'm going to crap all over the people that love me and give me money and whatnot. And the worst part about it is they still get money. And I'm not trying to say by me being like, I declare myself to never buy a Switch in a game ever again. They're going bankrupt. No, I'm not trying to say that. They will never go bankrupt. There's a reason, if I'm not mistaken, they're the #1 franchise on the planet Earth. They are not going anywhere anytime soon. Nor do I want them to go anywhere, honestly. I don't. But I just feel like I've gotten to a point as I get a little bit older that I want to spend my money and put my money towards things that will help me and help others, and put money towards things that I want to put it towards. I love Pokemon. Pokemon has gotten me through some very difficult times when I was, a young kid, kind of like growing up and whatnot, and like a young teen and all of that. I'm thankful for what Pokemon has done for me, and everybody has that one or few things that have got them through some difficult moments. It doesn't have to be Pokemon, but speaking and sticking to the Pokemon thing, I just cannot support a a franchise, a company, however you want to word it, that just does stuff like that. It's sad when, I think like a few months ago, Relic Castle got nuked. That was a site that I remember when I was like young, and overnight just got killed. Look at some of the fan-made games in the past. I think like Pokemon Blaze Black and what was it, like Frost White or something like that, got up and removed if I'm not mistaken. Pokemon Uranium, a very popular fan-made game from many years ago. Yeah, Nintendo said, yeah, you're done. Get out, man. If you do this, yeah, we're gonna sue you into the Stone Age, man. You're screwed. And there's nothing anybody can do about it. You can't fight up against, a multi-billion-dollar company. And it sucks too. I love Reborn. I love Rejuvenation. I love Desolation. It sucks when, Amy and, Jan, Zumi, I know the Reborn site is still up, but, the reason why, Jane Zumi got rid of the official site for Rejuve is, Nintendo went on a firing spree for like a few months, and it sucks. It sucks. There's no way that Jane's goal, or, Amy's goal, or any developer's goal that is trying to make a fan-made project is trying to, Alright, sorry for the random pause there, but before I continue my dumb, bad rants and whatnot, I'm probably not gonna do the Ride-On one. I kind of like forgot that, if I'm not mistaken, and I think whatchamacallit, I looked at the guide to like confirm it, but if I'm not mistaken and whatnot, Rhyhorn, I think it's a very rare encounter in, what did it say again? The South Rift Den. And then I think I looked it up that you can get it on Route 9, but of course that's far away from here and we're not able to go to Route 9 right now, so I'll still make like a little like note. If you want to do this one, we'll do it later. I'm just not gonna do it right now. I might do it like off screen, but yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think the South one it's referring to is the one where you get yourself a Ditto. Let me just confirm that. Where was it again? Rift Den, East, North, South. Yes, okay. It's a rare encounter in the one where you get yourself a Ditto. Where we saw the Abra, Perugly, and all of that, so yeah. I guess, I mean, I can do it off screen, but if I did it right now... Well, let me at least like start it up though. I am here to create the strongest Rhyperior trainer in the world, but in order to achieve that dream, I'll need to first evolve my Rhydon. I hear sometimes rock types I cannot read today. Rock type Pokemon can release special minerals that can be refined into an item called the Protector. Oh, wait, I'm dumb. It doesn't have to be Rhyhorn. It could literally be any rock type. I'll give you whatever I have left. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure if you just, I'm not gonna do it right now. I'll do it off screen because it's just gonna take a long time. Literally just, go to the, well, let me just do this real quick. If you do that, go down here to the first floor, change it to, fire, and then just go to normal. Just run around, catch you a bunch of boulder, and then you're good to go. That's how you can get 10 of them. Donate them to him. I think you... I don't remember exactly if you get the Protector from him or not. Or I know I'm mixing up that quest and whatnot. I'm sorry. But, yeah, that's what I would recommend for that one. But I'll leave it at that. I think it's a Protector, but if it's not, then you get something from him. But I'll do that off screen. So that's that out of the way. Since we're over here, what have we done so far? We've gotten all the starters, we've gotten most of the one Pokemon that I wanted to capture. The Rhydon Valor one, I'll count that as done, since I kind of described all of that. We did the whole Carrier thing, I described all of that to you guys with the scents and all of that. Since we're over here, right, there's Wisp that we gotta do. Oh right, the money. The money. If you are wanting to money farm, and I know I brought up a little disclaimer at the beginning that I think new players should not do this and experience the game for the first time on your own without using any passwords and such, but if you want to, whether you are a repeat player or you just simply don't care and you want to have all the money in the world, get these guys. They're gonna be your best friends. Here's my my girl, Bread. She's great. You're gonna want Dragon Pulse. Pretty much, I'll show you here for an example. I would recommend 2 cash monies. 2 of them. Where do you get them? Once you get Surf, you can go back to Route 2, the bridge area, where you see the cherry blossom tree. You go down into the cave entry down to the water area, just surf around there. That's how you get yourself a Slowbro. I EV trained them, both max defense, max HP. I don't think no, I did it with you as well. Oh, right. Just do that. The Pokemon that I would recommend doing it for is definitely not Golett. Cladle's a great one. And you do want to keep them around the 40s. These guys could be around 50, but keep Altaria around 40 something. Dragon Pulse twice. And that'll change the field into this. Go into Cash Money. And what you're going to want on your moveset is Payday, Slack Off, sorry that was my shoe there, Payday, Slack Off, Heal Pulse. I'm pretty sure Slack Off, I think you get as like you level up. Heal Pulse, you're gonna have to go to the move relearner. I did a video on the Let's Play going over that, but if you don't know how to go about that, I'll just give you I'm sure if I look a little bit I'll find the episode on how to get the move relearner to appear back in her home in Sheridan. And then of course Payday, we got that as a TM on Route 3 by one of the vendors, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty much, the idea is going for payday and going for heal pulse to keep the Pokemon healthy, and of course slack off to keep you healthy. And then you just kind of keep going for payday. If you get really lucky and very good, you can go through both Slowbro using pretty much all of the payday PP points, and you pretty much get a lot of money. If you do go through both Slowbros, you can get anywhere from like 7 to probably like $1 million something per battle. It will take some time, it will, but it is easily the most effective and fast way in order to farm money. So there's that for you guys as well. Right, back to my rant before I forget. Well, actually, before the rant, right, since we're over here, let's go to Heliojack Factory. Because I know he brought up the Elekid, and I do want to get that. Okay, back to the rant though. What I was saying with like Jane, Zumi, and Amy, and any other like developer, it's just like none of them should be scared or like have some level of like, you know, fear that, you know, Nintendo might knock on their door like, hey, the boogeyman's here, and then absolutely obliterates them to the next dimension. Because at the end of it, the truth is that they cannot do anything about it. And I don't want that for that. I'm thankful that Rejuvenation, sorry, but I'm thankful that Reborn got completed and whatnot, you know, before anything like that ever happened. But I mean, it would just be so devastating for like Rejuvenation or Desolation to like one day come out, be like, hey, yeah, the boogeyman was under my bed. We've been terminated. It's over with. That would be such a... I don't know, man. Like, it's just one of those things that... I'm not really like an emotional person. But like, I've said it so many times, and I'll go on a rant at some point. I won't go super into it right now, but like Reborn, Rejuvenation, Desolation, those three games, more so like Reborn and Rejuve, I guess all three in a sense, but I would say more, I definitely played more Reborn and Rejuve, but they've honestly gotten me some like really like difficult times when I was like, you know, like around like 15, 16 years old. I think I found Reborn first when I was like 15 years old, and I think about like a year or so I found Rejuve afterwards, and it would just suck to see something like that happen. It would just, I don't know, I don't even know. And I'm just speaking as somebody that has like a lot of love and care and appreciation towards this, you know, game, but I couldn't even imagine, you know, what would go through the minds of, you know, Jane, Zoom, and all the developers. You know, I was a part of whatchamacallit, Zumi's live stream that she did, oh goodness, 3 days ago, something like that. And I remember watching the Jane segment. I think I didn't watch all of it, but I watched about like 8 hours of it live. But and it was like amazing hearing them talk about, you know, this has been something that's been in the making for like, you know, 10 something years. Like, imagine that for an example. 10 years. And then what if one day that happened? I couldn't even imagine what they would even do. It just, I don't know. I don't know. That's one of the main... Oh, sorry about that for hitting my headset there. But that's just like one of the main things on just why I cannot... I can't support them financially. I cannot be like, alright, I want to switch, I want to buy the new games, and I want to do this. I can't. I just... And it's not I mean, a big part of it is them, right? But there's so many others that absolutely got obliterated. And it's not even, again, like I brought up before, like fan-made games, but there's so many different things that I just cannot agree with. And I can't do it. I don't want to. And again, like I brought up earlier, if you love the games and if you want to give them money to play the games, I'm not saying the games are bad. I'm sure they make great games. I'm personally not a fan of the new Pokemon games, but of course they make more than just Pokemon. But of course, as well, if you enjoy the new games, again, rock out with it, man. Enjoy it to your heart's content. They're not really for me from what I've seen about them. To be fair, it's not fair to me to give an opinion since I never played them. I have watched playthroughs on, not all of them, but I know Sword and Shield I did. Um, Scarlet and Violet I kinda did, not all of it, but I pretty much know what happens for the most part. Legends Arceus is the only one that I barely know anything about. Um, but yeah, again, I understand that my opinion isn't valid because I personally never played them, and that's totally fair. But from what I know and see, it just feels like a lot of it nowadays, it just seems so just unfinished. And if it would just like stay in the oven for like an hour or two longer, I really feel that it could be something amazing. It could be something special, but yet it just it just doesn't feel that way to me. And that's why I have such a love for, you know, these fan-made games and whatnot that just truly go above and beyond the norm. And I don't know. I still want to play the official games, like more older ones, as like challenge runs on this, you know, channel. At some point we will, I promise. But yeah, that's one of the main reasons why I can't do that. And yeah, I don't know. Like, from what I've seen with Scarlet and Violet, it seems like it seems fine, but it definitely could have used more time with like development and redoing stuff and making it much more better. Same with I feel the same for like Legends Arceus and Sword and Shield. Well, Sword and Shield, honestly, it didn't really look bad per se. It's just more so I just didn't understand like the story and all of that behind it. I just wasn't really with it. Legends Arceus, it seems like a very cool concept, but it just seems like such an unfinished game to me, and I might be wrong. Maybe so, because I don't know enough about it to give a full-on opinion about that one, and of course the other two as well, but I'm just going in circles at this point. Pretty much, play it to your heart's content if you very much enjoy it, but just with what they've done, I can't get behind it. I cannot agree and give it the money, you know? So yeah. By the way, we're about to do the Colbier's sister thing. Cowardice, cowardice! You foul demons haunt me in my dreams, where I am vulnerable. The arrogance, fight me in reality, where we shall be on equal grounds. If you are so bold, then send your next vessel. I will show them pain. I will show them true anguish. So you've sent your vessel then. Tell me, vessel, what is your name? Well, I'm Jerry. So Jerry, are you ready to experience the beginning of the end? Finally, an opponent from hell that I deem worthy. This will be it. I will allow myself rest once I have obliterated you. Of course, if you run away, you just go down the elevator, but she kind of grabs you out of it. It's a pretty goofy scene, but Jerry doesn't run from no one. Yes, you possess an admirable amount of moxie. This will be fun. I, Mercury, fourth member of the Colvier clan, shall drag you through the dust and leave nothing behind. This one really... I forgot. Whoops. That's okay. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Pretty much we'll do that. You can allow Alakazam to just OHKO you here. Just go into Alola Muck. By it going for Trick Room, it's kind of the downside to it because, you know, Alola Muck pretty much outspeeds it and walls it, so as long as you got this guy here, you pretty much can sweep. Cool, cool. Impossible, inconceivable, I could not lose. This is impossible, my technique has been completely shattered by you. Wait a moment, this power you have, it's not that of a demon. No, I sense something else within you, but it's not what I originally thought. Please forgive my rash nature. In return, I shall give you a prized possession of the Colvier clan. This shard is a symbol of my defeat. It is said that when all 5 shards are brought together, something mysterious shall happen. What this means, I do not know. Farewell, Challenger. We shall meet again. Oh, what? Oh, maybe it did change. Back then, you were able to get the amulet coin by beating her. It was like in a Pokeball. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I would have waited to done this one. Well, what's done is done. I'm sorry for being wrong about that. I know back then on the older versions, it was the amulet coin. I wonder why they changed it. Weird. But okay. By the way, I'll just stop there on my Nintendo rant. I think some people get the point. I could definitely word that all better, honestly, but we'll leave it at that. 5 fire, 5 electric. Yeah, let's get that done. Now, I already did this on my own time. Just to keep it simple and easy, honestly. Let me go to the PC here. And you might have already seen it before. Now, I did get 5 Litleo. If you're wondering, well, how do I get a Litleo? I'm gonna be honest, I back then like bred them a lot. I think I brought it up before that I did that to get some with I think Endeavor for some certain battle. It might have been the Madam X one or the Deathwing battle with oh goodness, you and Alita, if I'm not mistaken. Something like that. Or maybe both, I don't remember. Pretty much if you want easy 5 fire types, just go to the Ocean Pier, or Pier, sorry, not Pier. I'm thinking of Stardew. Go to the pier, capture the fletchling there, just run back up to the one area, and then run back down, get the 5th one. You could just evolve them, and they'll be good to go. So you could do that for that. And then for the electric types, I captured 5 Yamper. You can get those on Route 3. I think it's day or night or morning. I would assume the morning and day is probably a higher chance than night, but I might be wrong on that. But by doing that, we got ourselves the Magma Riser there. And then we'll be doing the same thing with Yamper here. And get ourselves the electrolyzer. Also, I do want to apologize for the length of this video. We're almost done. We're almost done. I just figured that I kind of like thought about doing this in 2 videos, but I really want to get it done here and now, just to show you guys what to get done. Because there's a lot of things afterwards that I gotta do on my own that I haven't done here, like capturing the shiny versions and whatnot. Okay. Still gotta do the fossils. I think, no, it wasn't there. Here we go. And I was hoping to upload this on Monday, but it might be Tuesday. Because it's kind of late, honestly. That's another thing too. I really want to get better with like uploading and whatnot, you know? There's just been a lot going on. Not like bad or anything, you know, but just been busy. Okay. Right, there's also the Wisp. Okay. Yeah, let's do the fossils and then Wisp, and then we'll do the I cannot speak today. Professor Jenner last then. Alright, we're back now. So pretty much right here, by the way, is how you get the fossils. Since I kind of already, whatchamacallit, farm money, I can buy them there. They are a little bit pricey, of course, but, yeah, you can get those 5 there, and then I think at Akua Town, you can trade your shards that you may have mined up for fossils. I don't know why I blinked there. Sorry. Okay, so pretty much you go over here and up here. Right, yeah, you can do sail, jaw, skull. I think I already have a skull fossil. I think I did mine one up actually. Yeah, I do. But I don't have the sail. I didn't mean to get... Did I really get 2 of those? Hold up. No, I am like, I won. Okay. I thought about 2 on accident. So yeah, you go to this guy here, just give him a fossil, and thankfully, you don't have to, like, close your game, turn it to another day in order to get it. You just walk out, walk in, and it's done. And of course, there we go. And that's pretty much it. I'll kind of do this all on my own time, but that's pretty much how you do it. Okay, so that's the fossil stuff out of the way. Right, Wisp. And then Professor Jenner. Okay. I want to go here. I know somebody brought up the Spectre battle. I won't be doing that right now, because that I think requires you to start up. Like, was it Narcissus Hauntings? I don't even think you can start that one right now, but if you can, I'll do that later. Alright, where's my Ampharos? Hey, Bamboo. Okay. Right, Wisp. Do I even have any? No, I don't. Okay. There's one up here. One... Oh, right. You can get yourself a Mischievous as well. Might as well capture you. Why not? I'll just pause here. Okay, so we got that guy there. I'm trying to remember. I know I don't remember every Wisp location. What was over... Oh, the badge door, right? Oh, there's a Wisp right there. I don't want to step on that right now. Oh, I could have just done that. Okay. The badge door thing, we'll do that farther down the road. Actually, I think we can do all 9, but we'll wait till later. I don't think there'd be any Wisp in the building. Let's see, that was there. Is there any? No. There's gotta be some over here, right? Oh, here we go. 3. Can't go there. Okay. Let's see, 3 found. If I really get... Oh, is that? No. Oh, here we go. Oh, and by the way, you will need the odd keystone. You'll have to do some mining and get a little bit of luck in order to get that. So that's 4. I don't think there's any in the buildings, but there might be. Yeah, there is. Okay. Okay, that's 5. Hey, Gregory. I'm sorry, Gregory, for what happened. Okay. If you know, you know. Oh, here we go. 6. Would there be any... Brad, I can't do that. Would there be any in here? I don't know. Let me look at the guide, actually. Just so I don't spend eternity doing this. And real quick, how many is there? 10 total. Okay. I forgot if I said that earlier or not. Oh, golden leaf. Oh, so there is one in the room, in one of the homes. Well, real quick, since I'm over here, is there any down here? No, there is not any over here. Okay. We went a little too far. I mean, that's fine. There was one outside of here anyways, like, over here. Let's go back then. To, whatchamacallit? Ren's room. Oh, well, before that, there's one in here. Yeah, here we go. And what is that, 8 or 7? 7, okay. And then one in Ren's room. Okay. And where are the final 2? Oh, Goldenwood Cave. Oh, okay. So then we'll go up here. Would it be here? Oh wow, this is new. 10 souls have escaped their confines. Bring 10 souls here at night. Yeah, this is new. I've never seen this before. The feeling I get down here, it's unmistakable. The presence of the departed reside here. You know, it's interesting because like this area is very close to I will shut up now. I almost blurted out some major spoiler stuff. Hold up. I will stop there before I do that. I mean, I could do like a spoiler thing, but not on this kind of video. I'm not going to. If you know, you know. Okay. There we go. Ooh, great move there. And I think I grabbed one right next to her, right? Yeah, I did. And then... there we go, number 10. Oh, that's one of the lost kids. So yeah, because like back then, it looked a lot different than what this is, but we'll do that then. How dare you? How dare you awaken me from my slumber? Perhaps, not perhaps, prepare your soul, it shall be mine. I know you're pretty tanky. I just want to make sure I don't... This should be fine. Oh yeah, we're good. Not a bad move. Spiritomb's such a cool Pokemon, man. Sorry for the pop-up there. Or the sound. I'll name you Henry. Okay. So that is that for Spiritomb. And then Professor Jenner is the final thing. Well, there are some items in here. I guess since we're here. Bruh. By the way, I think it's, I don't know them personally or anything like that, but I think their user is Dread that did all of that with, like, the guides and whatnot. I do want to, like, give credit to him for doing all of that. I'm sure others have probably helped in the making on all of that, but yeah, thank you for that. And credit to him for all of that. Probably took a lot of time to do, but it definitely will help out people. Certainly helped me. Okay. Jenner, right. Aquamarine. Okay. Let me go to you, Eastern City. No, I think it's a level like 60 to 65. We should be fine for the battle. Well, real quick. Screw it. We got money. Nope. What did I do? Did I get it? Or did I... No, I didn't. Weird. Oh. I see you. I'll just pause here. Alright, sorry about that. I just wanted to get a bunch of them, so we have them for the future. Okay, on to Aquamarine Cave. You know, I think I brought it before. I do apologize for, I don't even know why I'm apologizing, but I didn't really intend for this video to be this long, but like I brought it before, I know I've said this already, but like I really want this to be like not only like a let's play for me to experience all the new stuff within Rejuvenation V13.5, but I really wanted to also like help out others as well that just may be stuck, lost, or confused. Because there is a lot to this game. Okay. Let me... I'm pretty sure I can... I can heal outside of battle, right? Yeah, I can. Okay. Now, I don't know... I don't know how tricky this one's gonna be. Most of the battles so far have not been difficult at all, but we'll sorry. We'll see how it goes. Let me... Wait, sorry, what did it say? There's a strong energy emitting from this butterfly. Ah, okay. Let's do it, Professor. Let's do this. Stoutland, I'm just gonna bulk up here. Ooh, Psychic Fangs. Okay. Just Sky Uppercut. Oh, you got a berry. Okay then. You're not playing around, Professor. Okay. Bounce. It's not gonna take it out, but... Okay. I should outspeed. Okay. You are terrifying. Yeah. Because doesn't this field, yeah. Okay. Can you take a hit? Oh my god, you don't? Okay. Why does this thing actually, like, sweep here? Yeah, they're... well, hold up. Okay. Good job, Professor Jenner. That's very interesting. This is gonna be fun. Okay, okay. What's his team? Porygon, which Oko's everything. Komodo, Stoutland. I don't even know the other three. I know his ace is a Kling Klang. I cannot imagine him without Kling Klang. Probably... Well, I know he gave Noivern to Malia, but I would assume he would keep Noivern. But the final Pokemon, I don't know. Let me redo that. Okay. So I want to give that a second go. But before that, let's redo this. Because a lot of you don't do anything. You don't help. You don't help, really. I mean, you're not... I'll think about that. You can go. I want you at the front for Stoutland. I know without a doubt I want Meowstic on the team. I think screens are very, very good for me. Kling Klang, Noivern, Porygon. Honestly, why not? I remember a viewer bringing up that H Arcanine's very solid, so you might be able to do something. I kind of want to keep this guy because it's just very bulky. might switch you out though. I do got Talon. Brave, nah. I kind of like you for Gale Wings. And plus, Tailwind can help out because the Porygon outsped quite a few Pokemon. If we get Tailwind, then maybe we can do something wacky. But do I really need you? Because like Komodo... Yeah, Komodo is kind of a... And sorry about Discord. Let me look. You know, I could... Where are you? Where's my Florges at? Oh, I'm dumb. Oh, well, you're defensive. Well, I mean, it might take a hit, maybe? I don't know. It might. Oh, and I guess you're already holding a Citrus Berry. Okay. Let me look at this, because Klinklang... If I could set up on... I mean, if it has Earthquake, then it's not going to work. But if it doesn't, Shift Gear, take out Stoutland, Komodo comes in... Well, if it's not Komodo, then... I mean, like, whether it is or isn't, literally... I mean, if I get enough boost, it can definitely be dangerous, so... I'm just going off of what he did before. He went instantly into Komodo afterwards. I mean, at the beginning, if I can get away with that, it'll be tremendous. I like screens. I want to try out this Arcanine Man. I don't know if it'll work for this battle, but I want to give it a try. I think having priority Brave Bird is just better than Noivern for this battle. And Tailwind can help out against Porygon because that thing is a menace. Floor just kind of helps out with, let's say Komodo becomes an issue down the road, Floor just stops it immediately. Blaziken's kind of there, because I remember, I know he has a Klinklang. I know he does. It's gotta be his ace. Let's try it. Okay. I'll just show the team real quick. I know I kind of forgot to show the original one that I had first, but that's okay. Okay. Let's give it a try. But I can tell Professor Jenner, you're not going to be holding back at all. Nor do I want you to. Okay, do you have Earthquake? You do not. Okay, good to know. Okay. I take... Do I take one more? I do? Get out of here. What did that do? Oh, plus defense. Do you live? You totally do. Komodo has a pretty good defense stat, right? Yeah, you do. Barely, but you do. Okay. Could go for screens. I kind of want to keep Sheriff around. Let's say it gets screen. Well, let's do this. No, I have to. Okay, you instantly go into this menace. Maybe I misplayed. Just do what you gotta do. I have to go in this thing. I think next turn it OHKOs me, so just Psychic, it don't matter. I lived? No way. I thought I was dead. I just did Psychic just to say screw it. No. Yeah. Brave Bird, priority, we're good. That's... this scary thing is gone. Right, Noivern, okay. But then what's the other Pokemon? I don't know. Let me think about this. I know Kling-Klang's the ace. I know it is. Noivern... I mean, if I go... But it's just gonna do a lot of damage, though. Sack it off. Just let it go. That so mattered. That so mattered. Yeah, okay. I gotta redo that. Alright, third time's the charm. And I cannot miss that. I don't know if I would have gotten the win from that, but let me just play it out. Let me try it again. So I know somehow I can get away with 4. Yeah. Somehow. Okay. You know what I also bet? If you get a crit Gear Grind, I bet as long as you don't miss Gear Grind, you could probably maybe 6-0 him. Depending on the final... Well, no. His other Kling-Klang would probably take the hit. Florges, Moonblast. Just let it go. Reflect. Right. Yeah, Sheriff. I went into this guy. Right, Bird takes it out. Sack off Sanders. I just want to replay this and just see if you win. If not, we'll redo it. Jenner, you're not playing around. Stop it. Alright, try this again. I just want to say, I've done like a few other attempts, and I either got critted or missed. I think I did 2 more runs trying to skip to that area that I left off at, but we'll start here again. Do that. Okay, thankfully you landed that. Forges. Moonblast. I still don't even know if this even gets you the win or not. It's just been non-stop. It's either a miss or a crit. Jenner, I get it. You want to make sure that Malia is good with her friends and whatnot, but I promise. She's fine, she's good. You don't have to pull up like this, man. You really don't. Okay. Yeah, because, like, even if I played it out, like, here, let me go into this guy. Oh, what? Oh. No, I gotta go into you. Oh, you lived. And I lived. Surprisingly. Well, this is a weird turn of events. No, I win. E-speed. Yeah, I win. That is such a wacky way to win the battle with what just happened there. But okay, well, if it's Appleton, let's say the original battle worked, right? Go to the scene where you sack off Blaziken, go into Arcanine. It goes for the move, Citrus Berry goes off. Head Smash actually lands. There's no reason why Noivern should take the hit. There's no reason for that. It goes into Appleton. Right, Talon took the hit. Brave Bird twice. Let's say Noivern and Appleton both die, but even if that happened, or if Noivern died and Appleton stayed, but it's like very low, I could still probably outspeed or go for E-speed, and then, Reflect is still up if I'm not, no, in that battle, Reflect would have still been up, take whatever Kling did, Flare Blitz should definitely OHKO, yeah, I think that would have won, I think so. Good, very good. Rest in peace, Professor. Rest in peace, man. It just sucks, man, because, like, he's such a cool guy overall. And I like how, within this version, they added, you know, more to him. You know? It just sucks because, like, he was just put in, you know, a position that he had no choice, no control over at all. But he did everything he could as a father to make sure that Malia, when the day arrived for him to go, that she would be around very wonderful and kind and caring and, you know, loving and supporting friends, and she herself would get stronger as well. Very wonderful and very great father. Rest in peace. Okay, that's going to be it for today's episode. I'm going to do a lot of the things that I brought up with getting starters and doing some of the things I didn't do but I did show regardless, done off screen. It's going to take some time, but I'm hoping to soon this week get that done and get back into the main story. I'm tired. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely do appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Good morning. Yeah.